Why? All right, there we go. All right, and we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mack to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast. As y'all can tell, today is Wednesday. It is not Monday when I normally do this podcast. I actually was out of town this week. I had to go to Birmingham for work Monday and Tuesday, so I was not able to do the podcast. But I wasn't just going to skip this week. I'm not doing one, so we're going to do it tonight. We're going to still provide y'all that value that we do each and every week. So that's the goal. My goal for the podcast is to post one podcast a week for the whole entire year. Like that's kind of like my New Year's resolution that I set out for myself at the beginning of the year. Because last year I was pretty inconsistent with it. Like I wasn't taking it serious. I would like miss a week, do it for a week, and then miss a month, do it for a month. So this year I kind of made it a goal of mine to do one a week. I'm trying to stick to doing it on the same day at the same time. So do it on Monday, like Monday nights is when I normally do it. But of course, this week I couldn't. So we're going to hop on here tonight and do it. So we're still going to knock it out. And if I have to, I'll do 2 podcasts in 1 week if I have to make it up. But it is what it is. If you're watching the video, sorry, I got a fly flying around me. If you're watching the video version of the podcast, or if you're tuning in on the live stream, you may can tell that I got a pair of headphones. I finally got some headphones. I've been wanting a pair for a while. And I couldn't ever decide which ones I wanted. So I did a lot of research and a lot of reviews on them. And I finally got settled on a pair. For all my tech nerds I got out there, these are the Rode NTH 100s. So for anybody that knows anything about headphones or tech, you probably know what these are. They're super comfortable. So I like them. They work. They look cool. That's the reason I got them. They look pretty stylish. So that's what made me get them. But yeah, before we get up into the podcast today, I'm going to update y'all about myself. As I mentioned, I was out of town for work this week, Monday and Tuesday. I just got back in today. Other than that, still training. My birthday is this weekend. My birthday is Sunday. So April 30th. If your birthday is April 30th, shout out to you. I'll be 24 years old. If anybody was wondering how old I am, I'll be 24 this Sunday. So yeah, I know I'm getting old. And actually today, it's a pretty cool milestone for me. Today was 1 year exactly that from the day that I bought my house. So I've been living in my house for exactly 1 year today. So that's crazy to think that I've already been here for a year. It's crazy to think that I've been adulting for a year, like paying my own bills, living 100% on my own, not dependent on my mom anymore. So it's been fun. It's been interesting. I've learned a lot about like real life. You learn a lot real quick when you buy your own house. You ain't really got a choice. You kind of have to do it. So it's been fun. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my wife have been. Well, I guess technically, yeah, she moved in the same time I did. So yeah, we've been living here for a year now. Yeah, it's been good. So if you're hesitant on buying a house, I don't blame you because the housing market is crazy right now, and you got to spend a stupid amount of money to buy a house. We spend a lot of money on our house, way more than we wanted to spend, but we're glad that we did because we absolutely love it. Like we enjoy it. It's a nice house, and honestly, could see myself living here forever. Like I don't ever plan on moving, honestly. So unless I like have to move for some reason, I'm not gonna do it just for fun. Yeah. Oh, speaking of like the different segments of my podcast, so y'all know I've been experimenting a little bit with the different segments on what I want to do. Just try to spice it up a little bit and add a little link to each podcast. But what I'm actually going to do is at the end of the podcast. So last podcast I did like a quick tip before the main part of the podcast, and then at the end I did a workout. I'm actually going to take away the workout at the end. I don't really like the workout at the end because I feel like it don't really do anything for y'all because most of y'all are either listening to this in your car, listening to it while you're doing something else. Like you're not gonna like have time to stop and like write down a workout or like you know what I'm saying. So I just feel like it was kind of too much and it just wasn't really the right like setup for a podcast. Maybe I could do like a video or something with the workout in it, and then I could just post it online. And then that way y'all can just watch the video on my Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Yeah, probably get more value from watching the video version of a workout than y'all would just hearing me talk about it online. Because a lot of these workouts, y'all don't know what they are, or you may not know like a specific exercise, and you may need to like see the video to actually tell what I'm doing. So I just feel like it's not a good format for the podcast. So instead of doing a weekly workout, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to leave y'all with like a motivational quote or just any quote that I like. It'll mainly be motivational, just to leave y'all with something good to end on, something to think about for the rest of your day, to help motivate y'all, inspire y'all to do something with your life, to get better. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hop into the quick tip. And my quick tip for today is, it goes with what I just did this week. I went out of town, and it's not even like a quick tip. It's just kind of like encouragement, or me telling you like it's possible. But when you go out of town, like say you got to go out of town for a work trip, or you're going on vacation, or you got to go visit your in-laws or something to that effect, something that takes you out of your normal setting, your normal routine. Don't let this like mess up your routine, like your fitness routine, your daily routine, your daily habits. Don't let, because like it's gonna get you out of whack. But you just gotta kind of find a way to adapt. You gotta be adaptable. You gotta be able to go on the fly. So, for example, um, I stayed in a hotel in Birmingham, and just so luckily there happened to be a YMCA like right next to my hotel. So guess what I did? I got up at 4 a.m. like I normally do every other day during the week. And when I go to the Y at home, I did the same thing there. I got up at the hotel, went to the Y, worked out, even did a little swimming there at the Y, came back, shower, and then I was ready for the day. I went to my work, did what I had to do, and then I got up and did the same thing the next day. I didn't make excuses because I was on vacation, or because I was out of my normal realm, or I didn't have my own home gym, or I'm not in my own bed, or I'm not showering in my own shower. Everybody tries to find something, some reason or excuse not to do what they normally do. But you just gotta be adaptable. You gotta be able to adjust and do it anyways. Like even if you got to work out in the little hotel gym, every hotel pretty much has like a little gym. Even if all they have is a treadmill and a few dumbbells, you can still get a pretty decent workout in. Even if you have to do all body weight exercises, you just got to do it. Get it done. That's better than doing nothing. And it'll get you up and get you going for your day, and you'll be ready to attack whatever the day throws at you. So just don't make excuses for being out of your normal situation, like out of your normal realm. Just because something's off or something's different don't mean you can just skip out on your fitness goals, or even your career goals, your relationship goals, whatever they may be. Don't use that as an excuse. So that's like my little tip. Really, that's like my little rant, because most people are just lazy when they go out of town. Or, I mean, if you're on vacation, that's one thing I kind of understand. Like, if you want to take off a week because you're on vacation, yeah, that's cool. Like, I understand that. But if you're going out of town for work, or if you're going to visit your in-laws or your family or your friend, something like that, that's not really no excuse to just put your fitness goals on the back burner. But yeah. All right. Today's podcast, you've probably seen the title already, but today's podcast is about mindset. Mindset is everything. Not only when it comes to your fitness journey, but pretty much anything in life, like your everyday routine, mindset. When it comes to work, your mindset is going to play an important role. The way I got this idea is I actually had one of my followers message me and ask me about my mindset. He said I'm not going to mention his name or whatever, but he asked me, how do I stay so motivated? Like, how do I stay dedicated to do what I do, to go in each and every day and to work out and to stay positive, have a positive mindset. So I was like, this is a great topic to do on the podcast. So if you're the person asking this, thanks for asking me the question. I hope I helped you out with the answer that I give you. And if you have any other questions, please reach out. That goes for any of y'all. If you have any questions, if you need somebody to talk to, you need any kind of advice, please reach out to me. I would love to help you as best I can. A disclaimer: I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion a professional in any region. Like, I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist, whatever, counselor. I'm none of that. But I will give you my honest opinion. Maybe it'll help you. So please reach out if you have any questions. And it may be even something I put on the podcast like today. So shout out to the guy that asked me this question. But he asked me, how do I stay so motivated? How do I stay so dedicated? Like, how do I have a positive mindset? each and every day. And I started off, first off, I told him from the get go, I said, I do not always have a positive mindset. I'm not always motivated. I am always dedicated because I think dedication and motivation is a little different. But everything you see on social media is not always like the truth, or it may be the truth, but you're also not seeing everything else that's happening in everybody else's day. Like, yeah, I post positive mindset things, I post motivation online all the time, but that's when I'm feeling good. That's when I'm feeling my best. That's when I'm feeling motivated when I do those things. Y'all don't necessarily see all the days that I'm feeling bad, or I had a bad day, or I'm tired, or I don't want to talk on the phone. Like, I don't want to make a video. Because trust me, there's plenty of those days. Like, if y'all never try to make social media content, like it's tough. It's hard. It's a lot of work. Uh, Sometimes it's not as enjoyable. So sometimes I'm not as motivated. And I just don't show you all those things, because nobody wants to sit there and listen to me rant about how I'm having a bad day. That's just not something people want to listen to. So I don't put it out there. So just be careful what you believe on the internet, because not everything is 100% true. I'm not saying I'm lying about what I post on the internet. I try to be as real as I can with y'all. I try to be positive. I try not to like make up things or lie. I try to keep it real, because I think a lot of people can kind of see through you when you making stuff up. But yeah, I want to be encouraging. I want to be able to show people what fitness has done for me. So I try to like motivate others online. I try to spread the word. I feel like it's kind of my job, it's my duty to do that, because fitness has impacted me in my life and it's helped me out. So I know it can help other people. I mean, I'm not saying fitness is for everybody, because I don't believe it's for everybody. Honestly, not everybody enjoys it. Not everybody's going to do it. But I believe a lot of y'all can. A lot of y'all can enjoy it. A lot of y'all can get the benefit out of it. So I want to be the person that kind of introduces it to y'all. See, I don't really know where I'm going with the podcast today. I'm just kind of winging it. He had this question and it got me thinking. I was like, man, maybe. So I feel like if he's struggling with this, I know a lot of other people are struggling with their mindset as well. And I even kind of struggle with my mindset a lot as well sometimes, because I catch myself trying to take on too much at one time. Like, I'll try to do too much at one time. I'll be trying to do this, I'll be trying to do that, and I'll be trying to do this other thing all at once. And then I get overwhelmed, I get stressed out, and then my wife has to hear it from me. So I apologize, Bailey. I love you. But yeah, I get overwhelmed. So sometimes I just have to take a step back and realize, like, I'm doing good what I'm doing. I just need to focus on one thing at once and then go from there. Like, try to step back, see the bigger picture, take a deep breath, and just start executing, start taking dirty action, like messy action. Just do one thing at a time, and it'll start building on top of each other. And eventually I'll get to where I'm trying to get. So another thing I told the person that asked me this question is, like, how do you stay so motivated to do fitness and to work out? And this is kind of like an open-ended question for me, because I have several different like motives that uh make me want to like work out and stuff. Um, First and foremost, like, I have obesity, kind of like runs in my family, so that's an issue. And then heart problems. My grandmother has really bad heart problems, so we don't really know if this is like hereditary or whatever, because like nobody's at that age yet in my family, but it could be an issue. So I want to stay healthy. Like, I want to live long. I want to be healthy. So that's one reason. Another reason is I was always a little skinny, pale kid when I was a little kid. Get made fun of because I carry sunscreen around with me everywhere I go. Everybody always says they know when I'm there because they can smell me coming because I got sunscreen on. So I mean, I was a little skinny dude. So, and I always knew I wanted to grow up and be swole. I want to grow up and be jacked and have big muscles. So people would make fun of me nowhere. Or me and my brother shared a room growing up. So he used to bully the crap out of me when I was little. He's a lot bigger than me. So he would hold me down, and bully me, just doing what big brothers do. That's just what they do. I mean, I feel like they all kind of bully the little brother, but let's just say he don't bully me no more like that. But yeah, honestly, just through all those, I've kind of just found a love and a passion for fitness. And It's just something that I like to do. I enjoy it. It's fun to me, like working out, going in there, pumping some weight. That's fun to me. I like to think of fitness or working out as more of a hobby than thinking of it as something that I have to do. Because that's where you need to shift your mindset, shift your perspective on it. Because if you think, oh, I got to go to the gym again, I got to work out again, I got to do it if I want to lose weight, that's just not going to last very long for you. You're not going to do it. You're not enjoying it. So try to shift your mind, think of it as something that you enjoy doing, something that you want to do, something that's like a hobby. I think of it as like a hobby, like literally, like when you go hang out with your friends on a weekend, that's your hobby. That's what you like to do. I think of fitness the same way. And going to the gym, it's like an escape for me. It's literally an escape. Like you can go in there, you can escape the world, the real world, the problems. You ain't got nothing to worry about in there, but pumping some weight, pushing yourself, challenging yourself, seeing what your body can do, pushing yourself to that next level. Um, so yeah, I like that. I like being in there by myself. I enjoy being alone. Basically, I'll put my earphones in, turn my music up real loud, and I'll just jam out in there and do my own thing. So if you see me in the gym, most of the time I'm not really talking to people. I will talk to people. I love to talk to people in the gym, but 90% of the time I got my headphones in and I'm doing my own thing and I'm just in my own little world getting it because that's what helps me and that's what I enjoy doing. So I challenge you to do the same. Try it out. So when it comes to like my mindset, I always kind of tell myself I'm kind of like a little hippie when it comes to mindset. Like the older I've gotten, the more open I have become to like the world, different people's perspectives, uh, just like energy and things like that. I've become more open. What am I trying to say? Yeah, it's been more open to like other things around me and being more open to practicing like mindset. So lately I've been doing every morning I'll write down 5 gratefuls in my little journal, 5 affirmations in my journal, and then I also meditate for 5 minutes. So these are kind of things I do in the morning that works on my mindset. Like it gets me in that right state of mind, it gets me thinking those positive thoughts. Um, and it just kind of sets me up to attack the day and get ready for the day. Go ahead and put me in that positive mood. So when anything's thrown at me during the day, like my mind's already prepared for it. Like I'm already ready to take on that challenge. So I just started doing this and it's helping me honestly. But that's kind of what I mean by I've been more open to like different perspectives, open to like energy and things like that. Because honestly, growing up, I would never journal, I would never read, I would never do things like that. I wouldn't do that. But the older I've gotten, the more I guess you could say wise I've become. I don't know. Like I became the type of person that it's kind of like the saying that you hear, don't knock it until you try it. So people always talk about like these mindset hacks and tips and tricks that they do. So, and I've always been the person to be like, nah, I don't need all that. But the older I've gotten, the more I've gotten into all this like motivational type stuff. It's made me become more like acceptable to things like that. So I've actually been trying different things out, seeing what works for me, what don't work for me. So I challenge you to do the same. Like start doing a meditation in the morning. Like try it out. It may not work for you. Honestly, I tried it for a while and I didn't like it. Like I hated it. I didn't enjoy it because I tried to just do it by myself, like on my own, and I couldn't ever focus right. So I didn't like it. I quit doing it for a while. But then I just started doing it again. But in this time, instead, I started listening to a like guided meditation on. I just look up on YouTube a 5 minute meditation or 5 minute focus or whatever, and it'll give you like little guided meditations. And I do these now, and they help me out way more. Like I can actually do it and focus a lot better, and actually enjoy it a little bit more now. So I've just been trying to play around with my morning routine, and I'm still trying to dial it in to what I like the best to get me up and get me going for the day. So yeah, those are kind of some things I do to work on my mindset. And this helps me with like my motivation and things like that. This helps me want to go work out. This helps me want to go to work and learn something new at work or get some stuff done. So that's why I do these little things. I know they sound kind of weird or they sound cliche. Like you don't want to tell people, oh yeah, I meditate in the morning because that's just not like the cool thing to say. But honestly, with today's day and age, like I think it's becoming more and more acceptable to do things like that, to work on your mindset, to go to counseling, to talk to a counselor or things like that. Like I feel like back in the day, people would try to like make fun of you if they knew you went to a counselor. But now, like, that's kind of become normal. Like, people do that all the time. Like, people do counseling, marriage counseling, just single, like counseling on yourself. People do that nowadays, and it's normal. So I think people are starting to become more open to these like mental uh exercises, like working on your mental strength, just as you would like your normal muscles. Like, you got to work your brain like you do all your other muscles. You got to work it out. You got to exercise it. You got to practice if you want to get better at it. So that's what you do. Same thing with your brain. That's why I've been practicing these techniques to get me going for the day. And I feel like it's really helped me, honestly. So I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna keep playing around with it, keep trying different things, and see what I like the best to implement in my morning routine. And I also want to start doing like something at nighttime. Like, I want to put together like a little nighttime routine, just something short and quick that I can stick to, that just kind of wind me down from the day, bring me back down to earth, right before I go to bed. All right. Let's see. I forgot where I was going to go next. See, why is mindset like important in your fitness journey? Having a positive mindset it'll help make the difference in your fitness journey. It can help you stay motivated. It can help you overcome obstacles. It can help you achieve your goals. So a few ways that it can affect your fitness journey is by having a positive mindset. It can help you stay motivated to work towards your fitness goals, even when the going gets tough. So when you have a positive attitude, you're more likely to enjoy your workouts and find the motivation to keep going. Secondly, a positive mindset can help you overcome obstacles that come your way. It can help you to see setbacks as opportunities to learn, to grow, and not see those as failures. So a positive mindset can help you achieve your goals by giving you the confidence and the belief in yourself that you need to succeed. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort to kind of build this positive mindset. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. You got to start working on it. Kind of goes back to where I say you need to exercise your brain just like you would your muscles. You got to work on it. It's not going to happen overnight. So some tips to help work on your mindset. So first, you want to set realistic goals for yourself. Set something that you know you can achieve, like little small stepping stones that you can do. Make sure they're achievable. Break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. Second, celebrate your success, no matter how small they may seem. Give yourself a pat on the back for every little achievement along the way. You lose your first 5 pounds, hey, give yourself a kudos. That's 5 pounds. That's a start. It takes 5 pounds to get to 10 pounds. So, thirdly, surround yourself with positive people, like positive-minded people who support you, who encourage you. Maybe you need to join like a fitness community or join a fitness class. Find you a workout buddy, somebody that shares your same goals, somebody that can help motivate you, somebody that's positive. You don't want to be around negative people, because if you're around negative people that are always complaining, that's just going to rub off on you. It's going to have that negative effect on you. Like, even just from being around them, you're going to absorb that negativity, and that's not what you want. So you want to focus on the journey. Don't focus on the destination. You got to enjoy the process of getting fit, the process of working out. And you got to remember that every step is a step in the right direction. You got to remember, like, you don't want to be one of those, when it comes to fitness, you don't want to be like one of those, I'm either all in or I'm all out type of people. Because when it comes to fitness, it's not just going to be a gradual growth. It's going to be up and down. It's a roller coaster. Probably going to hit a few corkscrews in there, but that's just how it is. So you got to be consistent over time. Even when you do have a bad day, or you binge eat on the weekend or something like that, you got to get back to it. You can't just quit because you overdid it one weekend. You don't want to, like, just because you can't do something perfectly, then that don't mean you shouldn't just do it at all. So I'll tell you right now, I'm not perfect, and I think I've done pretty well in my fitness journey, and I'm not perfect. I still eat sweets. I still binge eat sometimes. Like, I'm not the healthiest eater. I'll tell you right now. I eat pizza tonight for dinner. But since I'm so consistent and I work out, I can kind of do those things and not gain a bunch of weight because I'm going to be at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, period. I'm not going to miss. I'm going to go regardless. And when you set these like crazy goals for yourself and you go either all in or all out, then this can kind of like the feeling of failure will cause you to give up on your goals. Like it will. Like you'll just quit. That's why you see so many people start and stop all the time, or see people that don't get their progress right off the bat, and then they just end up quitting because they don't realize like fitness is it's a long journey. Like it's gonna take you a while. You're not just gonna work out for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and be where you want to be. Like it's gonna take you a while. So another mindset trap that you want to avoid is the comparison trap. You don't want to compare yourself to others. I always like to say you can't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 10 because y'all ain't even in the same part of the book. Like that person's they long gone, they on chapter 10. You got to start on chapter 1 and work your way through. So don't compare yourself. It'll lead to like negative self-talk, and that negative self-talk will ruin your confidence. It'll ruin your motivation, and it'll eventually lead to you quitting. So yeah, I don't remember. I had a few things I wanted to talk about, but I can't really remember what else. I know I was just kind of winging it on this episode. So I think that's all I got for y'all. I think I'm gonna leave y'all with that one today. So yeah, just remember, mindset is everything. Um, you gotta have a positive mindset, and if you don't, you gotta start like working on it. Like start forcing yourself to have a positive mindset. Like little simple things, like making yourself smile. Like if you can tell you got a RBF. If you don't know what an RBF is, look it up. Or if you looking mad, like make yourself smile. Like it, I know it sounds cliche, but it honestly will make you be in a happier mood. Or go be around people that you know are happy, that you know are positive, because their positive energy will literally rub off on you without you even realizing it. Like think about if you ever see like when you get home and if you got a dog and you get home and your dog is absolutely pumped to see you, like they're excited, like that energy rubs off on you. Like your dog is so happy to see you, they jumping all over the place, wagging their tail, like that kind of makes you happy without you even realizing it. Like it boosts your mood a little bit. Like you may be ticked because you had a terrible day at work, but when you get home and you see your dog all happy to see you and jump, like you automatically in a better mood. And you know what I'm talking about if you're a dog person. So just like little simple things like that, like little hacks can help your mindset out tremendously. So we want to start working on our mind, start doing these little things that can put you in a better mindset, even if it seems kind of weird or cliche, like the meditation or saying you're grateful, saying your affirmations. Uh, Work out in the morning. That's a good one. Like that's huge for your mindset to get you ready for the day, like get you ready for work. You're gonna be more awake, more ready to attack the day because you know you already knocked out one of your uh one of your daily like non-negotiables or something off your checklist for that day. So yeah, those are just ways that I like to stay positive, stay motivated, keep my mind in the right mindset, and those are ways that y'all can too. So hopefully y'all can try these, maybe implement them in your own morning routine. Maybe if it's not in the morning, maybe you do these midday. Maybe you do it before you go to the gym. I don't know. Whatever that may look like for you, it's going to be different. So yeah, that's what y'all can do. So that's all I got for y'all for uh, the mindset portion of the podcast. But now to end it, we're not going to do the weekly workout like we've been doing this week. We're going to change it up. We're going to do the weekly motivational quote or the daily quote, whatever y'all say. I'll leave y'all with a quote for now. And since this is my first time doing this, I got to leave y'all with this is like my favorite quote. This is like the one quote that pretty much got me going, got me started on doing all the fitness, the podcast or the fitness videos. This when I first heard this quote, it kind of stuck with me, and I've kind of ran with it ever since then. And it's actually on my computer. It's actually the background of my computer on the screensaver. I have this quote. So the quote goes, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." I'll read it again. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So when I heard this one like really really, I just forgot the word, really resonated with me. And it kind of stuck with me. And I've kind of had it ever since. Like ever since I heard it, I put it on my computer background and it's been there ever since. So I love this quote because it's exactly what it means. Like if there's a goal in your life that you want to do, you just got to start it. Like just take messy action. Like you're never going to be good at it. You're never going to achieve it until you actually start doing it. Like ever think about anybody that does something that you want to do. When they first started doing that, they wasn't good at it. Like they was trash, and they just started taking messy action. And they started doing it, and they got better over time, and now they're great. So, for example, a person I like to think of for this quote is Mr. Beast. So, if you don't know who Mr. Beast is, you're sleeping under a rock, obviously, but go back to Mr. Beast's first few episodes or first like 200 videos on YouTube. They're trash. They are. But he just stayed true with it, stuck to it, got consistent. And now he's the number one YouTuber in the world. Like he's number one. Nobody's even close to him. Like he's dominating the YouTube game. And his first probably 200 to 300 videos were trash. But he just started. He took messy action and that led to him being great. So yeah, that's my quote I got for y'all. Hopefully that leaves y'all with a little something to think about for the day. If you're listening to this in your car on the way to work, think about what that one thing is that you want to start, that you want to be great at, that you want to do. It may be fitness related, maybe career related, maybe something in your marriage, like anything. It could be anything you want. Think about that. Think about how you can start it and how you can be great at it, and just start taking messy action today. So that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Until next time, we're gonna see y'all Monday. We'll see y'all Monday, not Wednesday this time, because I'm gonna get back on schedule. But yeah, my birthday's Sunday, so we're gonna turn up Monday. We have a special episode for my birthday. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna think of something. So I don't know. Y'all stay tuned. See y'all Monday. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace, love, protein. We out.